Hello everyone, my name is William, a second-year medical student of Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria. JAMB is around the corner, and as I've promised, I've put together 8 very important things you have to do if you must do well in this UTME. Before we continue, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. Number 1, have a timetable. As you prepare for your UTME, it is very important you have a reading timetable so that you will have a more structured plan. The timetable should include your reading goals, that is, the number of chapters you will be reading per textbook, or the number of chapters in the syllabus per week, or anything like that. Also, it should be adjustable in case there is need for change as time goes on. Please be very realistic and very honest with yourself. Don't go and set 2 hours for finishing metals and non-metals and their compounds. You will end up pushing yourself to a dead end and eventually losing interest. No matter how passionate you are, add knowledge to your zeal. Set aside time for resting, revisiting what you have read, and any other thing you think is very necessary. This is your personal timetable. This is what is going to guide you through the preparation process. Just take your time to create a very good and reasonable reading plan. Take time to adjust it until you are sure it's able to help you to finish the whole syllabus before the exam comes. There is a saying that if you fail to plan, you have planned to fail. So take your time to plan your reading timetable very well. Number 2, be ready to study very hard and smart. Use the JAMB syllabus. There is no two-way to ace JAMB exam or convince yourself that you will do well before the exam. Among other things which we will be discussing in this video, you will need confidence to do well in this exam. Sometimes doing everything possible to provide solution to something will help you to at least build a level of confidence. If you make use of the UTME syllabus and you make sure you cover the topics under your subject combination before the exam comes, you will have at least a level of confidence and boldness to face the exam. I'll put the link to the JAMB syllabus in the description of this video, so do well to check it out. When you don't understand any topic, get the basics from any textbook that precedes that one. This is what I did then, and I still do them now. I still do it now. When I don't understand the topic that is in an SS3 textbook, and I know that that subject has a prerequisite, that is a topic you are required to know before you understand this one, I will go back to learn that topic from the textbook that has it before I come back to this one. Even if that means going to look for that textbook from the previous class, so I can understand this one I'm currently reading very well. For example, you can't solve questions on stoichiometry without knowing what mass number or atomic number is. So when studying, be smart, very honest, and reasonable with yourself. Learn every subject smartly. You can consult YouTube videos to understand complex topics also. There are countless YouTube channels that teach each of these topics very well. These are just some ways you can read smart. Number 3, solve past questions every day from now till your exam comes. This is what you are going to use to track your progress and your understanding of each subject. What I did during my time was reading topic by topic. I studied one subject a day but solved past questions on at least 2 subjects every day. So I will not forget what I've read on the other subjects. Solving questions from those subjects you are not reading that day is just a way to kind of help you keep track of the things you are learning in those subjects. It's another way to learn actively also. The place of past questions cannot be overemphasized. As long as I have the opportunity to talk about how to prepare for UTME, or in fact any exams at all, I'll continue to talk about the use of past questions. When you start solving them, you will not really enjoy the beginning phase of this, especially when you start with all those 1970s and 1980s questions. But as time goes on, you will begin to find it easier. On the ladder of success, the first stage is survival, and this is the most difficult stage in anything you do. Though every stage in this ladder comes with a level of difficulty, the survival stage is where most people unfortunately give up, but don't give up at the beginning. It's going to get better and better. Trust me. Just keep pushing. As you move on the ladder, you are going to discover that there will be stability at some point, then success, and finally significance. So before you begin to see results, it will take time, but keep to it. Keep solving the questions every day. You can get JAMB Remix Series, which is a UTME past question organized topic by topic according to the JAMB syllabus. And there is this other one that is not arranged, which was the one I used. But anyone is fine actually. Anyone is fine. Just look for JAMB past questions and make sure you solve it. Be sincere with yourself enough to know why every answer is correct and why every answer is not correct. Number 4, set high goals for yourself. You need to have a goal, and this goal should be as high as you can think of. Don't even worry about whether you will achieve it or not right now. Believe me, you can actually do more than you think. When you have a goal, you will have something you are looking forward to achieve. So just think, Imagine if your goal is 380 and you start doing all you think is possible to achieve 380. Even if you don't finally score 380, you will have at least something that will get you the course you want to study. It must not be 380 actually. Just choose any score you think is enough. Strike the ground more than 3 times. You never can tell. There is this adage that always sticks with me. It says shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you will land among the stars. Number 5, look for the right materials. Many students have failed UTME because they don't have the right materials. After writing UTME twice, I know the importance of using the right textbooks to study for UTME. During my time, I saw questions word for word from my new school chemistry and modern biology. When I saw these questions in the exam hall, I nearly shouted. I just managed to keep my calm in the exam hall. When you look at the latter end of JAMB syllabus, for every subject, you will see recommended textbooks from JAMB, which you can use to prepare for the exam. But then, I want to recommend the ones I used that were really helpful. After my UTME, I've personally recommended these textbooks to students. They've gotten excellent results. Some of them even did better than I did. So I highly recommend these textbooks. For physics, I used New School Physics. This is it. For chemistry, I used New School Chemistry. For biology, I used Modern Biology and The Invisible Teacher by Asadi for English. Now, these are the main textbooks I used. These are really popular textbooks, so you should not have a hard time finding them. Other textbooks I used that were also really helpful were The Science Physics by Afab JR. This is it. This is the picture. For chemistry, you can go for Lamlad textbook. I personally like the questions after every topic. Lamlad Physics is also good. You can make use of the questions there. For biology, you can also get Idodome. It is also a very good textbook. And for English, you can get A to Z English by Asadi, the same author that wrote Invisible Teacher. Number 6, take mocks periodically. There are many UTME simulation applications. You can get them from Play Store or any other app store. They can help you experience the real exam setting on your phone or on your laptop. These applications will help you familiarize yourself with how the questions will be displayed on the screen and get familiar with the JAMB exam interface. There was one I used then. It is called Test Driller JAMB CBT app. You can get it from Play Store for your Android phone, though you will have to activate it with really affordable amounts before you have access to all the questions. There are many other cool features you will get to know in the app, which you are going to really find helpful. Number 7, meticulously approach the topics. Be very detailed, read line by line. I tell you, JAMB is a very meticulous book and their questions are well structured. So make sure you know every topic very well. By reading in between the lines, especially subjects like biology, you will get detailed information from the text very well, from the topics very well. Make sure you perfect the topics very well before you move on to the next one. Number 8, cut off from distractions. Let me stress this again. Anything that may be a distraction, just find a way to understand that this is a very crucial phase for you and that you are going to be needing a lot of time for yourself. When I was preparing for my UTME, at some point I went to stay alone, and when I have things that are very important I need to do at home, I go to a very quiet place to study. Dedicate this time wholly for your UTME preparation. If you know you are the type that always gets distracted when you have your phone around you, just throw it away. Don't do that, sha. You can just look for someone that can help you keep your phone and will not give you until you are done with your exam. You can just look for a button phone or just a small phone that will not have many features that can disturb you. Just find a way to deal with distractions. My chemistry teacher always tells us then that this phase of our life is like a bridge. Just make up your mind, put your acts together and cross this bridge once and for all. Once you are on the other side, you will have all the time to do all that you wanted to do before, if you were not writing the exam. After everything right now, I know this is very true. Although every stage has a level of difficulty, but at least just get past this stage. Now the final but most important thing you must always do is pray and pray and pray and pray. Pray before you read, pray after reading, pray while reading. If you come across anything that you are finding difficult to grab or understand, pray. I know the importance of prayers. Make sure you are involving God throughout. Let me leave you with this acronym, PUTME, that is post-UTME. Pray until thy matriculation is established. Honestly, without God, you can do nothing with only your preparations. Sila, I'll be waiting for your testimonies. We will definitely rejoice together. Share with anyone that may need something like this. Share it with UTME candidates. And if you have not subscribed, now, I beg, please subscribe. If you are a medical student or a university student studying any course at all, this is a place to be. So for UTME candidates, I'll keep on bringing videos that will assist you till your exam comes. See you in the next video. Bye bye.